Okay. I should be all right. Hi. How are you? There's Charlie. Hi, Charlie. How are you? Charlie, I don't get that hashtag joke. Whatever you're doing there. I've seen you do that 50 times already. What's up, Gio? I don't know what that means. How's everybody? How are you? I'm all right. I'm not great. Not going to lie. I'm not great. I'll be fine. But I might need a few minutes to get into the swing of things here. So let's just I'll just get started. I don't see anybody I don't see a lot of regular names. Did it show up on Twitter? You guys get your notifications and everything? Yeah, it did, because yeah, it's fine. I don't know. I'm in a weird mood. But I'll be fine. What's up, guys? Hi, Ridley. All right. I have no yeah, it just rained here. You can smell the rain. I just opened the windows. But yeah, it was really hot today. I didn't work today. So maybe that's what it is. I've been a little lethargic, just sitting around all day. I didn't really do much. And it was really hot. It was really hot outside. So, but it just rained. So hopefully it'll be a little bit cooler. Whatever. Oh, there's Steve. Yeah, they canceled the Met game. I saw. All right, it doesn't matter. How are you? Welcome to the show. Thanks for stopping by. It's my off day, Steve. Screw you. Thanks for coming in, saying hello. Appreciate it. We're going to do a couple things on the PGA. We'll do a couple things on Colonial, and then we'll get the hell out of here. All right? Hi, Dennis. All right, where do I want to start? I'll just start from the beginning. I got no show and tell this week, although I think some show and tell is on its way. So looking forward to that. I don't have any shout-outs or announcements, so I got nothing there. I do have a homework assignment for you. It's a new segment, and I'll give you a guy. I need a favor. So my routine is really screwed up. There's too much golf information, too much stuff out there. Too many podcasts, too many shows, too many columns, too many blogs. It's too much. It's flooded the market. And I'm the type of person I try to take in like as much as I can. I'm listening to stuff on Monday, stuff on Tuesday, stuff on Wednesday, and I'm reading stuff and I'm studying and I'm looking at this and I'm looking at that. And I really get in my own head and I change my mind a million times and I can't get any clarity with anything. So I need to reduce the amount of stuff that I listen to. I'm being influenced and I need to get back to my roots. And get back to my roots means there's only a couple things that I listen to, and only because there was nothing else to listen to. Now there's all sorts of stuff to take in, and it's consuming me too much, and we have to put a stop to it. Because all I do is I just get aggravated. So, don't want to insult anybody, but you hear a lot of the same things over and over and over again. I can only take so much repetitive stuff. So, what I want you to do, your homework assignment, is I want you to send me a DM, and I just want to tell me what you listen to or what you read or how you prepare for each week. So I don't want to be on Twitter and people getting tagged and then people getting pissed and then people getting involved. Just, if you watch this show, and that's great, thank you. I appreciate it. It's fine. I'm not looking for compliments or anything like that. I need help with my process. I just want to know who you listen to. Maybe there's somebody out there that I never even heard of that I don't listen to that I should. I don't know. So I need to dial it back a little bit. It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. So there's our homework assignment. Send me a DM, not a tweet. I don't want a thing. I don't want it out there publicly. Just tell me who you listen to. Obviously, if you're watching this, you watch this one, that's great. That's not what this has nothing to do with me or this show. It has nothing to do with this show. I listen to Pat and Jeff, and I listen to Stevie Bamford. I listen to Kenny Kim, and I listen to Wiley, and I go on and on and on and on, and it's too much. And Joe and Chad. And now I've been listening to this Andy Lack. I've been listening to him the last 2 weeks. I have way too much stuff. So if you could do that, I'd appreciate it. All right, I have to issue an apology. I thought he was going to tell me what I was supposed to say, but I have to issue a public apology to my friend Boston Capper. Last week I was on his podcast, the Golf Gambling Podcast. I listened to those guys. And I was on for their PGA preview. He's from Boston. He loves Keegan Bradley for some reason. Hates Tommy Fleetwood for some reason. The guy from Boston hating the British. All right, maybe. But, I love Tommy Fleetwood. I like Tommy Fleetwood, so we made a head-to-head matchup bet. Now, at the Masters, I think he had Siwoo and I had Gary Woodland. And I lost that bet. And I had to make a donation to a children's hospital down in Jacksonville. And now I have to make another donation down in Jacksonville. There might be a children's hospital, Jacksonville's Bagels wing, some future money I've been sending them. But I mocked his Keegan Bradley selection, who was like 15, 17% owned, and he finished in the top 20. So I apologize to Boston Capper for mocking Keegan Bradley. Did I get the Tommy Fleetwood things? I still think it was a good play. Louis would have been a better play. It was right there. I made a wrong decision. So I'd like to issue a public apology to Boston Capper for ever doubting that he made the right call in that situation. Tommy Fleetwood sucks. Keegan Bradley is solid. This is the world that we live in. Apologies to Boston Capper. All right. I did that. Moving on. All right, let's do the Listener League. This week is an all-timer. All-timer Listener League week. All right, where's my sheet? The winner of the Listener League at the PGA Championship was none other. Oh, you know what? I could get a picture. Wait, do I have one? I have it right here. What do you know? Right there on my thing. My good friend. You see the light in the way? My good friend Jay Seals. Right there. That's him in the middle. That's me, my big ass on the. Yeah, back in the day. I don't know what year that was. It was a couple years ago. We'll just leave that right. That's right next to the picture of my kid. Me and the boys. My good friend Jay Seals won the Listener League. Now, he doesn't play every week. He's sporadic. He knows absolutely nothing about golf. He made a couple of appearances in notable top 10s last year. He is a savvy gambler. Let's say that. He's good at the racetrack. He's good with football picks and like survivor pools. He just has a knack. He's one of those guys, everything kind of works out for him. Because he's Jay. And he's blessed that way. He sent me his lineup. I sent him a sheet, a course history sheet. And he sent me his lineup in like 5 minutes. And I kind of laughed at him. I said, why don't you include Louis in this team if you're going to go for these types of players? Which would have been a good play. We'll go over his lineup. He's a big course history guy. That's how he ended up. And even though they were not at a golf course with course history, he went with event history. So let's look at his lineup. Brooksy, two-time PGA champion, T2. Colin Morikawa, defending champion, T8. Scotty Scheffler, top 5 last year, T8. Justin Rose. Why the hell did he play Justin Rose? Rose must have had a notable PGA finish at some point. T8. Jason Day, former PGA championship, T44. Joel Damon, T55. So, 4 guys in the top 10. Didn't have Phil. I don't think anybody had Phil. Jason Day managed to hold it together for 4 days. And Joel Damon, who finished in the top 5 last year. I remember. I had him. Maybe not top 5, but a good enough finish that I think he was T8 or something last year at Harding Park. I had him on my team. So he had 431 points. He won by 21. You know, we got a group text with me and my brother and Seals talking about it. I had no idea. I don't check this thing. You guys think I'm constantly paying attention. If I'm not in it, I don't pay attention to what's going on. So Seals, this is Seals' first top 10. A Mount Rushmore guy. My boy Jay Seals. Notable top 10s. Notable top 10s. I got to send Seals a freaking golf ball. I don't even think he knows about the golf ball. I don't think he watches the show. I have no idea. Anyway, I'm going to see him. I'm going out to LA in a couple weeks. Notable top 10s. Let's get to it. Because in second place, the most notable of notable, Mount Rushmore guy himself, CNB 1919. Our boy Charlie finished in second place. That's his second notable top 10, I think, in 3 weeks. He's on a bit of a heater. Had 25 points. Congratulations to Charlie. Everyone should congratulate him. Mount Rushmore guy. Third place, Whitman 22. Never heard of you. Maybe I have. Baby Daddy 15. No. Baby Daddy finished in fourth place. Got 15 points. He won the Farmers this year. So that's a good move for him. Moving up in the race for the bagel standings. There we go right there. Fifth place, another Mount Rushmore guy. Cousin Kev, 76. That's our boy OB. Me, Seals, and OB all went to school together. We were in kindergarten. We go back to when we were 6. That's almost 40 years ago. My boy OB finished in fifth place. Got 12 points. Congratulations to Cousin Kev. OB, great stuff. Seals and OB, both notable top 10. Mount Rushmore guys. AJ Roche, 4788. Let's call him LaRoche. AJ LaRoche. I don't know. Sixth place, you got 9 points. Congratulations. Seventh place, another Mount Rushmore guy. Our boy Artie. Seventh place, 7 points. Moving up in the standings. Race for the bagel is getting tight. And thanks to our boy Big Red for putting the standings out there, which I totally forgot about. They're updated. You can see what's going on. Congratulations to Artie. Tom Shepard's 08. Never seen this name before. No idea who this guy is. Notable top 10. Congratulations. Ninth place. REW-WCB. Weirdest name. He finished in ninth. He got 3 points. Tied for 10th. First tie for 10th. So it's kind of a notable top 11. CHK Hawk, Chicken Hawk, you got a half a point. Might be a big half point one day. And M Plant 511. You also got a half a point. So congratulations to our notable top 10s. Congratulations to Seals. I'll send you a ball at some point. I should have went to the post office today, but I did not. All right, my lineup. I somehow cashed. I won $46, which was not as much as I invested in to start the week, but I won $30 in Mayo's. I won $10 in Golflandia. I think I won $2 in a free contest, something like that. I had 4 guys in the top 25, 3 in the top 10. I was so close. Hideki T23. Finau T8. Can't win. T8. Justin Rose can't win. He won't win. T8. Adam Scott missed the cut. Fleetwood missed the cut. Shane Lowry can't win. No way Shane Lowry is going to be a 2-time major champion. T4. Listen, Phil won the PGA Championship. Brooksy on one leg was in second. Louis, who never wins, he was second, third, whatever. All the elites got wiped out. I had it. That was a correct prediction. The golf course, a no-name winner. So there's no way Phil was going to win. You can't tell me Phil could win or was going to win. There's no way. So I was right about that. Now, granted, Tommy Fleetwood was my one-and-done pick, and that was bad. Justin Rose would have been better. I made a wrong decision there. But it doesn't matter. It didn't matter. But I was right. I knew something goofy was going to happen, and I played it accordingly, and it almost worked. I wanted to play Louis. I could have played Louis instead of Fleetwood, and I didn't because I love Tommy Fleetwood. And Louis, I can't trust. I don't have the balls. I could have played Brooks instead of Hideki, and I didn't because I don't have balls. I'm totally ballless. But I had the right idea. So I'm taking a moral victory, which only won me $46, but I was right. So I'm happy about that. Dropping like a stone in every contest. Junkies, Carbon Cup. I finished 32nd in the Listener League with a 4 out of 6. It's not terrible. On the cusp. And I've tweaked my process this week. And I think I'm sitting on a good week. I've dialed it back a little bit, getting back to my roots. I got to get back my eye of the tiger. And to get back the eye of the tiger, go back to the beginning. All right? So we'll see what happens. I'm still in striking distance if I have a couple of good weeks the second half of the season. All right, now I want to talk about Phil for a second. Because this win really bothered me. It's irrational, but I'm going to tell you why. So just hear me out. Because you may think it's cockamamie theory. You may think that you read my tweet earlier in the day, how I think this is bad for golf. And maybe you're like, what the hell is he talking about? Just hear me out. There's this narrative out there that if you're a Phil fan, you don't really like Tiger. And if you like Tiger, you don't really like Phil. I think this is a bunch of shit. I think that's a bunch of crap. I think if you're like one of those old men that hate Tiger, it's probably race related. And if it's not, like, I don't think that's true. Because I love Tiger and I never had any issues with Phil. In fact, I'll tell you a story, which will play into my point. Whatever year it was that Phil won his first Masters, early 2000s, 2006 maybe, I don't remember. But it was on Easter Sunday, and I was at my Aunt Judy's house, and the whole family was there, and Grandma Nagel, and we were all watching the Masters, and Phil made the putt, and we all jumped, and everybody was all excited. So Phil finally won, and it was great. Because people love Phil. I I understand. I am not an idiot. I get it. Okay, but this was, 14 years ago? The ratings this week were all time. Everybody was in on it. Everybody loved it. Oh, this is great. Okay, fine. But here's my problem. I like to talk about golf. I talk about golf all the time. I'm so excited to talk about golf all the time. I love all the players with the exception of a few, and I love golf as a sport. And I'm not really a like my sport guy. And I've always liked hockey, but I never say, I love hockey. Everybody should be watching hockey. Nobody likes that guy, so I just keep my mouth shut. But I love golf, and I think golf is awesome. You have all these great young players, all of them, all in their 20s, this whole post-Tiger generation, and the future is going to be great. The next decade is going to be fucking awesome. And I'm so excited to be a part of it and to watch it and talk about it and golf just be part of my life. I'm ready for it. Bring it on. And we'll get new kids coming up, and a Cole Hammer might be a thing, but we have it's all in front of us. The future looks great. And it's hard to gloat about that or be excited about that or convince somebody how great everybody is or how great the sport is when they all just got their ass kicked by some 50-year-old guy. It's kind of pathetic. Where's all this great young talent? These guys should be fucking ashamed of themselves. They let this 50-year-old guy come in and beat them? It makes the sport look bad. Justin Thomas is great, and Xander's great, and Rahm's great, and all these guys are great. But not really. Because I went into work on Monday, and everybody's talking about Phil. People that know nothing about golf. Oh, this is the greatest thing. Phil's great. It's like, well, how am I supposed to tell you how great Will Zalatoris is, or Scotty Scheffler, or Sung Jae In, when you don't even know who these people are, and you don't care because Phil just beat them. So it doesn't matter. And then you throw in the fact that the Tiger 2019 was the greatest thing I've ever seen. That was amazing. That was awesome. I was part of it. It was like one of the best moments of my life. And now it's like, it's tarnished. It's tarnished. Because it's not hard to win, apparently, in this sport at 45, 50 years old. What's the big deal? It's golf. It's not even a real sport anyway. I can't sit around and talk about how great it is, how great the competition is, if Phil's out there waxing everybody's ass. So do you understand what I'm saying? It's frustrating. I can't be an ambassador for the game when some 50-year-old beat everybody. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. And people complaining about the TV coverage and how it was all on Phil. What the fuck do you think's going to happen now? How are you going to convince the suits at CBS that people want to watch something other than Phil or Tiger or Jordan or Ricky when Phil's winning? It's never going to change. Nothing's going to change. They're going to show Phil and Tiger and Jordan and Ricky, and that's it. Because nothing else matters. Because they got the highest ratings ever. So we're just going to keep, this is what people want to see. This is what brings in the audience. This is what brings in the eyeballs. Well, no, we've been screaming for years. We need better coverage. We need secondary sources. We need to be able to watch our guys. And you guys are all screaming how much the coverage sucks, and now it's just going to get worse. It's not going to get better because Phil just beat everybody. Nothing's going to change. It's a bad win. It's a bad win. It's just going back in time. You're hitting the reset button. You're screwed. I don't know why I'm the only one that feels this way. I have no problem. There's nothing against Phil. That was an unbelievable win. I still can't believe he won. And yes, did I lose my shirt this week? Yes. Did I live bet Colin Morikawa? Yes. Did I live bet Hideki? Yes. Did I live bet Brooks? Yes. All losers. Hemorrhaging. Because there was no way Phil was going to win. They won. Congratulations. But you're setting golf back another generation. And golf's like, it's an old man sport. And nobody, who cares? So I think it bothered me. I thought it's a bad win. Golf can't go into the future. They're stuck in the past. And if you don't understand that, okay, that's fine. You say it was great. Yeah, it was great. It was great. But it hurts. It sucks. It was great, but it kind of sucks. All right. That's my thing on the PGA. All right. What's the sorry. I'm out of whack here. All right, so let's talk about Colonial. I did all that stuff. God, I'm freaking sweating already. All right, 827. Matt, you're the type of person I can't explain things logically to you. So why don't you just shut your mouth? All right? If it happens once, it's an amazing accomplishment. If it happens twice, it's okay. Well, it's obviously, it can be accomplished. So that's all you need now. Now we need Vijay Singh to win the Open Championship, and everything will be fine. Maybe Ernie Els will win. You're clearly not understanding what I'm trying to say, so just shut your mouth. Because I don't have time to explain to people like you. Everyone getting in my ass. You have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. All right. My lineup results. Just don't watch the show. Just don't watch it. I don't care. All right. So I was right about, what do I want to say? I don't want to say. All right. Anything else on the PGA? No, I talked about that already. All right. Where are we? Colonial. I'm sweating profusely. I think I'm going to put the air conditioners on. So can you hold on for a second? All right. At the Colonial, I have an average history. An average history at Colonial. My one and done picks have been hovering between like 13th and 23rd. 2 years ago, I only got 3 out of 6 through. Last year, the return to golf, 5 out of 6. Shocking. But I finished 20th in the return to golf. Xander choked it away, and I finished 3rd. Kuchar missed the cut. A T23, a T29, and 2 T32s. All right. This is one of those golf courses that anybody can win at. It's a real ball striking bastards type place. Kevin Na won here. So, and there's 7, 8 golf courses Kevin Na can win at on an annual basis. So it's those types of guys. At least they're in play. Can a bomber win here? Yes, of course. They might have to drive it awesome, or their iron game's got to be sharp. But anybody can win, and the short knockers aren't dead. So we got that going for us. Got bent grass greens. I looked a little bit at that, but I heard something that my new best friend Stevie Bamford said. There's a cross correlation between the Masters and Colonial in terms of champions. I looked into it a little bit further. It's not wrong. Ben Crenshaw won Colonial twice. He won the Masters. Phil won Colonial twice. He's won the Masters. Zach Johnson's won Colonial twice. He won the Masters. Adam Scott's won the Masters on Colonial. Jordan Spieth won Colonial and the Masters. Sergio's won the Masters at Colonial, and Justin Rose has a very good record at Colonial, at the Masters. So there's a lot there. Ben Hogan, ball strike at Bastards, high fade, the whole thing. So if you're built for Colonial, you can really be built for Augusta. Or if you're built for Augusta, you can really be built for Colonial. Of course, Augusta's longer. I don't need anybody to point out that Kevin Na's record at Augusta isn't fantastic. That's not my point. Point is, there's some cross winners there. You need a lot of experience at both places. People don't really perform well in their debut at Colonial. It usually takes a couple of years. Rob Bolton put out these stats. It's been 20 years since there's been a first-time winner at Colonial. It was Sergio, by the way. The average age of the winner of Colonial was 36, and they average 6 starts before they win there. So I went veterans, maybe veterans that have had success at Augusta or bent grass greens somewhere, par 70s, not a lot of par 5s. So if it's one of those guys that kind of feasts on par 5s and doesn't really do anything else, I don't really want him. So if somebody has some success on some par 70 golf courses. And that's it. So like I said, I dialed back my process a little bit. I didn't listen to a lot of things. Apologies to Joe and Chad and to everybody else. To Kenny and Bubba and all you guys. I just dialed it back. I used, I got my, I forgot to look up ownership again from this morning. I used my, I have to look that up now. I got all my ownership from Fanshare Sports. You can use promo code BAGEL20 if you want to get a membership there. I find it very, very useful, extremely useful. Oh, they just did their latest ownership projections at 7 o'clock. All right, so that's good. Let me get rid of the colleges here. Okay. We have our ownership projections. Excellent. So I used that. I used my sheet from Green Square Golf, greensquare.golf. Listen, you got Corn Ferry event this week. You got a senior major. Next week, you got a women's major. You can bet on all these things. You get the sheet. You have everything you need. You got the course history. You got the event history. You got current form. I don't know how you can make picks without a sheet, honestly. I really don't. So Green Square Golf for that. So I use my Green Square Golf. I use my Fanshare. And I made my picks. All right, so let's get started. At the top, I have to say, if I had to pick a guy above 10,000, it would probably be Jordan Spieth. Just from an experience standpoint, he might be tired. He's been, he was a big favorite last week. He was a big favorite to Byron Nelson. He hasn't showed up. Well, he showed up, but he hasn't really contended. But I don't have anybody above 10,000. So if I had to pick somebody, it would be Spieth. But I'm not going there. I think it's a week after a major. Now I think Spieth won the Travelers the week after the U.S. Open. He might be the only one with no off switch, in my opinion. I know Morikawa is very popular up there. I don't have a negative thing to say about Colin Morikawa. He's the highest owned, like 24%. Jordan's 21%. I'm playing I'm playing the week after a major card. I'm also playing has it won in a wild card? You know, Spieth already won Texas. JT won the Players. Morikawa won the concession, WGC. Reed won at Torrey. Berger won at Pebble. All these guys already have a win. They just played a major. They have another one coming up. Who's hungry? I want to know who's hungry. Are any of these guys hungry? I think out of those 5, I would give it to Spieth, but I'm not playing him. Do I need to talk about that anymore? No, I don't. In the $9,000 range, you have a 22% owned Corey Connors. You have a 19% owned Abe Answer, a 17% owned Joaquin Niemann. I thought about Scotty Scheffler. He's less than 10% owned. He's a Texas guy. He was everybody's darling at Byron Nelson. And he barely made the cut. Maybe not Byron Nelson, maybe the Texas Open. Maybe both. Did well at the match play. I'll give him that. But then I remembered I want an older guy. Average age is 36. Scotty Scheffler's what, 25? He's only played this. I don't even know if he's played here. He played last year. That's it. I didn't go there. I played a less than 10% Tony Finau. Can't win. Won't win. He's not going to win. However, it's his 6th appearance. He's never missed a cut. As you know, I have a knack for ending a made cut streak. But let's see if we can, get a 7th appearance without missing a cut. A 19th, a 34th, a 29th, a 2nd, and a 23rd. A second at Augusta. Good Masters record. He was 8th last week, kind of under the radar. Just ride with it. Pure ownership play. Corey Connors is 22%. Tony Finau is 8%. Who's going to finish higher? I don't know. So I might as well take the ownership edge. It's really not that complicated. It's really not that hard. Abe Answer is 19%. Finau is 8%. Who's going to finish higher? I don't know. Might as well take Finau at less ownership. Makes more sense to me. So I'll play Tony Finau. Same thing with Joaquin Niemann. Half the ownership. Finau, Niemann. They're the same. Take the edge. Taking the edge. Speaking of edges, you got this whole generation of young players, right? We talked about it before, complaining about Phil. You got your Abe Answers. Well, he may not be that young. But you got your Abe Answers and your Scotty Schefflers and your Corey Connors and your Joaquin Niemanns. Well, you know who else is in that category? Sungjae. Sungjae Im. Another guy just flying in under the radar, 9% owned. Why am I playing Corey Connors at 22%? I'm going to get Sungjae at 9%. What's the difference? It's fairly simple. You don't need anything else. Sungjae. Has he been terrible? No, he's fine. Now, he only has 3 top 10s this year. Oh, no, excuse me, 2. Might be time for a 3rd. He's good on those par 70s, right? Won the Honda. Doesn't need all those par 5s. Coming in off a 10th at the PGA. It's only his 3rd appearance here. But I think we can agree Sungjae's a pretty elite player. Maybe not Hall of Fame elite. Because Jordan Spieth in his 3rd appearance here, he finished 2nd. But Sungjae was 10th here last year. Why can't he top 10 again? He can. He has a 2nd place finish at Augusta. So why not Sungjae? Fairly simple moves in the $9,000 range. Got to be honest with you. Now, in the 8s, it gets a little bit more complicated. The greatest Texas golfer of all time, Charlie Hoffman, is 19% owned. Kind of ruin it for everybody else. I guess Brian Harmon's higher. Brian Harmon's 22 at 8,000. I think that's just because of his price and his cut equity. I don't think Brian Harmon's going to top 10, though. I'm sure shit ain't going to try to find out at 22%. Golf's hard enough. Matt Wallace is 17. So those are your three highest owned guys in that range. I'm sorry I didn't write this down. I'm looking at my phone. The stuff I did listen to, I did hear about Justin Rose and his strokes gained putting and how he putted out of his mind. And that's why he flew up the leaderboard. He made everything on Sunday, and that finish can be deceptive. Okay. Totally fair. Totally justified. I get it. However, I was one of the people that reaped the rewards of Justin Rose last week. His ownership is still low. All right? He's still coming in. He's at 9% owned. So it's not like everybody's jumping on Justin Rose recklessly and his ownership's out of whack. And it's deceptive because of his Sunday where he gained all these shots putting. Not everything is numbers. Not everything can be explained on a data spreadsheet. Sometimes there's actual golf involved. There's motivation. Justin Rose hasn't won in a really long time. Justin Rose, who is Mr. Morgan Stanley, is playing in the Charles Schwab. Why? He doesn't have to. Last year, it was a return to golf. He's a defending champion. Fine. I understand it. This year, he could skip this event. He pulled out of Bay Hill. He might be hurt. You never know what's going on with Justin Rose physically. Never know his motivation. He's been great in the majors this year. So why the hell is he playing? Well, he has won here. He does like it here. He's never missed a cut here. This is his 8th appearance. He must like it because he's pissing off his own sponsor playing in the Charles Schwab while he's wearing a Morgan Stanley hat. I know his 8th at the PGA might be a little deceptive, but he's been working hard. He's been playing better. He's had a good opening round at the Masters. It just kind of held it all together and hung around for a top 10. He kind of hung around for 3 days at the PGA and then had a good round on Sunday instead of Thursday. So he's kind of hanging around. He's working with his swing coach and he's making improvements and he's trying. Now he's in a place that he likes, and I think he's going to play well. Now, he might miss the cut, yes, but he also might top 10. I don't know, but his ownership is low enough. He's been good at the Masters. I like it. I like the play. I think it's smart. Justin Rose versus Charlie Hoffman. What the fuck are we talking about here? Justin Rose was formerly #1 player in the world not too long ago. He's trying to get it back. Been working hard. I just think it's going to be part of the process, and he's hungry. He doesn't have to play this. He can play Memorial and then go play the U.S. Open at Torrey, another place where he's won. Why is he here? He's motivated. I think he's motivated. Now, I could be wrong. I could be dead wrong. But I'd rather take a chance. What was I going to do? My other option was Kevin Na. Too squeamish. Too squeamish for 8,400, Kevin Na. Playing Justin Rose. He was good to me last week. It's a hunch. It's a gut play. You always go with your gut, right? Right. Okay. Ryan Palmer's been playing like shit. I don't like him. But yeah, I'm not going to play Charlie Hoffman at 19% owned. That's lunacy. Matt Wallace? No, wait. We skipped him already. Did we skip him? No. 8,200, Matt Wallace. I'm not there. Cameron Tringali, 11%. That's trouble. That is trouble. I don't want to dunk on Cameron Tringali. I did see that 11, though. Sorry about that, Keegan. I saw that you had him. I felt bad. Well, after I stopped laughing, I felt bad. Congratulations for Cameron Tringali for playing in a major championship. For once. All right, $7,000 range. Let's keep it moving. Emiliano Grillo's like 24% owned. Chris Kirk is 24% owned. Chris Kirk was in my lineup, and I took him out because he's 24% owned and he's Chris Kirk. And there's other guys that can perform just as well as Chris Kirk that are not 24% owned. It's just math. Oh, I should tell you, I sent my brother my lineup. I had Jason Kokrak in my lineup at 9,000 before we go back to the sevens. Sorry, I'm jumping around. I wanted to tell you this. I sent my brother my lineup. And he said, oh, I like that Kokrak play. That's what I knew. That's what I was like, well, I'm taking him out of my lineup. Not because my brother liked the play. It's just, why not Sung J M? I played Sung J instead. What could possibly go wrong? All right, so Grillo's 24. Kirk's 24. Doesn't seem like anybody else is above 10. So why in the world would I play one of those two guys when they're as volatile as they are? Although the third highest owned guy I'm playing, and that's Matt Kuchar. Matt Kuchar, his 13th appearance. He likes Colonial. His 13th appearance. He's got one miscut. You know when that miscut was? It was last year when I rostered him. Nobody can end the May cut streak quite like I can. It's unbelievable. But he does have 3 top 10s here, including a second. He's got a good record at Augusta, right? Matt Kuchar? He missed the cut at the PGA. That's fine. He had no business even being at that golf course. He's 17th at the Byron Nelson, which is in Texas. He was 3rd at the Match Play, which is in Texas. He was 12th at the Texas Open, which is in Texas. He's won at Sony, which is a par 70. He's won the Honda, which is a par 70. If Kevin Na can win here, and Kevin Na won in Hawaii, also won here, Matt Kuchar can play well here. And here's another guy. He hasn't won in a long time. It's working with his coach, getting back into the swing of things, had a bad year, COVID, everything else. Starting to put some good finishes together. Last week was a bad spot for his game. Now he's back into a happy place. It's the same situation as Justin Rose. Like Kuchar a lot. So why not? All right? Those are those guys. Moving down. So Kuchar's, 15% owned. Now we got a couple of squeamish guys. Definitely a couple of squeamish guys. You got Siwoo at like 8%. That's not for me. I know he's a ball striking bastard. It's just, I'm not feeling it. I think his record must be bad here or something. Who am I going to go with first? Well, you should be sensing a theme. Older guy, ball striking bastard, hasn't won in a long time. Might be hungry. He's been played this event many times. I'm gonna take a chance with Sergio, who I can't stand. But at 7,500, at 3% ownership, I'm gonna take a chance with Sergio. He's 3% owned. Chris Kirk is 24% owned. That's 8 times the ownership. Chris Kirk over Sergio Garcia. This is what I'm talking about. That's ridiculous. Why would I play Chris Kirk when I could play Sergio for less money at an 8th or 8 times the ownership? Less. It's his 9th appearance here, Sergio. 9 appearances. He's got 4 missed cuts, but 4 top 20s and a win. Now, those 3 of those 4 missed cuts were before Sergio was a Texas guy. This is way back in the day. All right, and then he married a girl from Texas. Now he lives here, and it's a lot different. Sergio's won a Masters. He was 5th at the Match Play, which is in Texas. And at the Byron Nelson, he started with open with a 65 Then went full Keegan and shot a 75 in the second round. Missed the cut. That could have been the case of, all right, 65 first round. I feel good. I'm ready to go to the PGA. F this. I'm out. 75. He's home. Whatever. What's the big deal? Now, he's not coming in the best form. I'll give you that. 4 missed cuts in a row is not a great look. That is not momentum. So what am I counting on? Why in the world am I playing Sergio, but he's coming in off 4 missed cuts in a row? I don't like him. Why am I playing him? Well, you know, we're two majors are gone are done now. I got 2 left. Starting to get into Ryder Cup season a little bit. People talk about the Ryder Cup all the time. Sergio hasn't been performing. It's been a long time since he won the freaking Sanderson in the fall. If that didn't even count. He's been shit in the majors. It's time for Sergio to get to work. And he did well at the match play. He started well at the Byron Nelson. Might be time, all right, let's get our shit together. He's probably not going to play well at Torrey. Maybe he'll play well at the Open in July. But if it's Ryder Cup season, maybe that's the spark he needs. He's won here before. I'm not worried about the greens. I'm not worried about his ball striking ability. He just put up a 65 not too long ago. So we just need to be consistent. Make a cut. And let's get to work. It's time to get to work. Do I think Sergio is washed up? No, I do not. I could be wrong. He can miss the cut. But if I'm right, and if he's motivated, and he's playing well, and he ends up in the top 10, it's like, oh, all right, well, you know what? I should have seen that coming. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. What else? I think I've totally done this wrong. Oh, I'm using this. That's why. So that's Sergio. I didn't dip into the below 7,000. I was looking at Scott Piercy. I was looking at Vince Whaley, of course, like everybody else, who's got a massive number at 62? Because of his price and all these made cuts. Where is he? 62. Did he withdraw? Did Whaley withdraw? Why is Vince Whaley's ownership less than 1% when he was 9% this morning? That doesn't make sense. Well, they updated the projections. Well, I guess he's not chalky. I don't know. That's strange. That's a big dip in the numbers. Looks like Denny McCarthy's 7%. That's all I'm seeing down here. Harry Higgs is almost 9%. See my boy Harry Higgs? T4. How great was that? So much easier to play, but people are tweeting about him making birdies prematurely. I'm never going to get over that. All right, so this is a little scary. Did I just notice this? My boy Russell Knox is 7% owned, which is kind of high. I like a 3-4%, less than 5% Russell Knox. 7 is people are thinking about it. But I'm playing my boy Russell Knox. Harry Higgs is 9, Russell 7. Yeah. I'm going to play my boy Russell Knox. Russell Knox on a bit of a heater by Russell Knox standards. All right? His last 3, 21st, 18th, 39th. It's percolating. That's percolating, Russell Knox land. He's a ball striking bastard. Plays good if the wind picks up. Not worried about that. He was good at Pebble Beach. It's his 6th appearance here. His Masters record is not great. His 6th appearance, though. He had a 21st, 24th, a 20th, an 8th, and a missed cut in his 5 appearances. That missed cut last year, return to golf, everybody was a little, rusty. I forgive any miscut to start the year last year. Russell Knox's best win, the WGC China, was on bent grass greens. His putter is always an issue. But the best win of his career came on bent grass, so I'm not worried about that. Plus, he's been solid here. 5 top 25s? 4. And 1 top 10? He likes it here. He's finished 2nd and 3rd at the Honda. Those are par 70s. I'm not worried about it. I just think he fits. It's a ball striking bastard track. He's a ball striking bastard. He's been playing well. He's not overly owned. And I love Russell Knox. That's my guy. I got to balance out Sergio and Justin Rose and all these other guys that are making me squeamish. So that's my team. The only guy under 7 I was thinking about was Adam Schenk, son of a sod farmer. But I didn't need to go there. I went balanced. Nobody above 10. I didn't need to go in the 6s. So we're going with Tony Finau, Sung J M, Justin Rose, Matt Kuchar, Sergio, and Russell Knox. It's not terrible. If I'm right about the narrative, if I'm right about veterans and old guys and wind and ball striking bastards and motivation, if I'm right about that, I might have a really good week. I could be wrong. I've been wrong for a month, almost a month and a half. Although I was kind of right last week. You got to give me credit for that. Was kind of right last week. I'm going to take Sung Jae as my one and done pick. Sung Jae is ranked 23rd in the world, and this is the 20th out of the 32 tournaments. So Louis ranked 20th in the world, and he withdrew. So I'm going to go with Sung Jae. He's ranked 23rd. I like that pick. I really wanted to play Scotty Scheffler, but then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go experience. I wasn't feeling it. Although I have a bet on Scheffler. It's a parlay, so it doesn't really count because I'm probably not going to win the other half of the parlay. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah. So I'm going to play Sung Jae as my one and done. All right, so that's it. 8:58, under an hour. Yes. They said it couldn't be done. All right. So that's my team. That's the show. If you can retweet it, like and subscribe and all that stuff. Listen, I really liked last week's show. I really liked the way it went, but I really liked everything everybody had to say with their retweets and their quote tweets and some of the DMs that I got. People really seem to like the show. The whole everyone's picking winners, I'm going to pick losers thing. It really went over really well. And that made me feel really good, and I appreciate that. Now, I don't need that every week. But their homework assignment this week is to DM me and tell me what shows that you listen to or what your process is as you get ready for the week. Maybe there's a show out there I haven't heard, but I'm just going to start paring down my listenership because I need to clear my head. I need to get back to my roots. When I had less information, I had to pick my own losers. All right? I haven't seen a lot of comments since Matt pissed me off. So I'm going to hit this button that says new comments, and I'm going to be live. I'll be caught up. Appreciate you watching the show, sharing it, whatever, liking it. And next week we have Memorial. That'll be fun. And then we're 2 weeks out from the Open, the U.S. Open. That'll also be fun. All right, I'm sweating, even though I have the air conditioner on. I need a haircut. I have to shave. I'm gross. It's really been a rough week. Not going to lie. All right. I'm going to go live. If you guys have any questions, comments, you want to yell at me, tell me I suck, now's the time to do it. All right? Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Show's over. All right, new comments. Did we discuss Brooks and Bryson? I don't really care. I don't really care. Listen, I love Jenna Sims. I love Jenna Sims. She could not have been nicer to me when I met her. So I'm Team Brooks all the way because Jenna was the nicest girl in the world and she didn't have to be. There is something to be said about somebody who is nice to you when they don't have to be. So I will always appreciate that. And I'll always love Jenna. And Bryson is an insufferable douche. But he did win me money at Bay Hill. But God, I just think Bryson's just such a clown dork. And Brooks is like not a dork. And they're both really good at golf. And I don't really give a shit about all their – I don't care. I don't care. Golf is a sport of meritocracy. All right? If Brooks has any problems with Bryson, beat him on the golf course. Bryson has a problem with Brooks, beat him on the golf course. It's not that hard. You have plenty of opportunities to play against each other. Beat them. Nobody has to say anything. It's just dumb. It's hard to talk smack in golf and then go out there and get your ass kicked or kick somebody's ass. When the next time you go out, you can get your ass kicked. It don't matter. So I don't really care. Kisner is the play of the week. That's right. I'm pretty sure we all secretly love you. Thanks, whoever you are. Disparage old man Phil and then pick the old man lineup. Respect. Thanks, Timmy Time Power. I'm not disparaging Phil. It was unbelievable what he did. I'm just saying that for the people that want the game to get younger and the game to be more youth driven by this youth movement that we're going to be embarked on in the next decade, this post-Tiger era, Phil winning hurts that. It retards that progress. And the ratings for CBS are high, which means they're not going to change anything. You don't think you can get it's just nothing's going to change. If you don't understand my point, I can't help you. I've tried to enunciate it as clearly as possible. You either get it or you don't. All right? Kisner by 4. I like the Kiz play. I don't know about that. Kisner's been terrible. He was too busy being pissed at a Phil win to care about Brooks. Hey, screw you, Augie. Koreans, Texas narratives. Play Memorial. You're fucking ain't right. He's playing Memorial. I never want to be post-Tiger. Yeah, well, Father Time's undefeated, apparently, but I guess not anymore. It's just bullshit. It's a bullshit win. I get it. Yeah, I know, Timmy Tommy Power. You're all right in my book. CBS should give SCP the bag and can Faldo. I don't care about that. So is Sergio. Same narrative. Yeah, okay. Fair. Very fair, Charlie, because there's one here. It's very fair. I don't think it's fair. It's fair. I'm sure the price is right. The ownership's right. Oh, I'm looking at that. I can't argue that, Charlie. Make a good point. With you dissing the young guys, I can see a young guy winning. Sung Jae Im's a young guy, Steve. For the record, Sung Jae Im's a young guy. If everyone's going to pick Abe Answer and Joaquin Neiman and Corey Connors, you could bet your ass Sung Jae Im can compete with those guys. That's the guy. He's my one-and-done pick. That's the guy I'm picking to win. I have him. I told you the guys. Just in case I'm wrong about the old guys. Good job, Steve. No love for Gary Woodland this week. Pat Mayo said Gary Woodland was limping. I don't like to hear that. What's Woodland's price? I should probably keep this out here. No, I don't really have any love for Woodland. He's 9,200. Nah, I'll play in Sanjay instead. I would play Kokrak before I played Woodland. I may eat all of them. Good job. That's what Pat Mayo said. I think it was Pat. Yeah, he was talking. Yeah, because they have a future on him, and they were like, "Well, we don't want Woodland to be hurt," but he was hurt. Apparently, he was limping when he was walking out of the rough. Why would someone like Sergio be more motivated than someone like Colin? Your reason for avoiding 10K play. Colin just won the WGC. Who did you say? I did not know that. Sergio hasn't won. He won that Sanderson, but he's been terrible. I just think Sergio would be more motivated. Colin Morikawa is ranked 10th in the world. Colin Morikawa has got his whole year ahead of him. He's got the Memorial. He's got U.S. Open. He's got Open Championship, first time. He's got the Ryder Cup. He's got the playoffs. He's got everything ahead of him. Sergio, I don't know. Does he know he's on the Ryder Cup team already? Does he have to play for a captain's pick? It's a gut feeling. It's a gut feeling, Augie. Fuck, I love Harry Higgs. I love Harry Higgs. Harry Higgs is going to be at Liberty National. I'm really excited about that. With his finish, he jumped to like 60th. There's no way he's going to fall out of the top 125. So he'll be at Liberty National. So I'm looking forward to meeting him or getting close. Whatever. I love Harry Higgs. This week, Harry just got an invitation to the Masters. Pretty sure he might live it up a little bit this week. He had a good week. I'm not putting all my eggs in that basket. Thanks, Charlie. Appreciate that. Colin can't putt for shit right now. I'm through with him. That's probably a bad idea. You're more shrewd than Mayo. Take it easy. Take it easy. You make me uncomfortable when you say stuff like that. If you like the show and you watch it and you enjoy it, I appreciate it. No comparisons. I'm just some schmuck on my couch talking about golf, yelling at the clouds, yelling at you guys. Let's take it easy. If you like the show, great. All right? Anybody already bought my ticket for the Northern Trust? Oh, that's great, Jake. It means you could buy me a beer. All right, anybody else got anything? 908. I'm not seeing a lot of tweets. All right. Nobody's talking. Nobody's talking. I guess that means the show's over. I'll have to go back and watch the show with the comments. Probably lost some viewers. All right. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. This gets me through. No, I'm working on my day off tomorrow. Good for you, Steve. Steve's working hard out there. All right. Anybody anything else? You guys like the lineup? Does the lineup stink? Who misses the cut in my lineup? There you go. There's a game for you. Who misses the cut in my lineup? What about Rahm's T8? Yeah, how about that Rahm T8? You want to talk about that? I love that OT. You should too. Nah. I'm going to win. Rose misses the cut? Yeah, you're probably right. We aren't talking much because you keep telling us off all the time. Yeah, but this is the Q&A session. This is the time when I'm paying attention to what you're actually saying. I don't like to get distracted. It ruins my flow. I almost DM'd you on a great show last week, but I didn't want to get chewed out again. Ryan Tompkins. Yeah. Okay. Fair. Fair. Carter says Cooch misses the cut. Man. Come on. He's been playing great. I bet Finau to make top 5. That's a dumb bet, Steve. That's a dumb bet. Rose. Steve, I got Sanjay winning this week. That's my overtime. That's my OT. Hideki at the Masters. That was a month's worth of OT. I did not have to work. What about Rahm's T8? Hey, it's another losing Rahm ticket that I have. It's in the repertoire. Got a whole slew of them. I'm sure he'll be a favorite at Torrey Pines. How could he possibly lose? He's tailor-made for that golf course. He's tailor-made for Memorial. I'm sure it's coming. I'm sure it's coming. He's not a chump at all. Team Brooks or Bryson? I'm Team Brooks. I like Sergio before you said it. Hey, buddy. Well, good. Well, maybe not. What about Kokrak? I thought you liked Kokrak. Going to Travelers with the kid. I might be at the Travelers. I don't know yet. So many backdoor top 10s last week. Yeah, there was a few. What's up with Xander? Nothing. Nothing's up with Xander? What do you mean? What, because he missed the cut in a major when everybody in the world picked him? Yeah, that never happens. I don't know what you want from my life. I tell you every time what's going to happen. And when it happens, nobody gives me any credit. And when it doesn't happen, it's like, well, what's wrong with him? Well, I fucking told you what was going on. I knew he wasn't going to do well. Nobody wants to listen to me. Everybody picked him. Xander Island just flooded. Before the Masters, he missed the cut at the Players. He wasn't great at concession. He lost in the first round of the match play. Came in, no buzz at all. No buzz. Everybody left him alone. Oh, Xander sucks now. And then what does he do? He finishes in second. That's how it works. But everybody's picking him, and everybody's betting him, and everybody's playing him on DraftKings. He's 25% owned because all these people are idiots. That's what's going to happen. And he bogeyed the last hole and missed the cut. I don't care. I kind of hope he misses the cut at Memorial. I hope he comes in no form into Torrey. I want that narrative changed. I don't want it to be, Xander at the U.S. Open, 4 straight top 5s, playing at his home course, coming in good form. He'll be 30% owned. It's screwed. Don't want that. Xander's head doesn't seem to be in it. Barry, are you out of your fucking mind? What do you mean his head's not in it? Oh. I don't even know what to say to that. The guy contends every freaking tournament. He contends. You know how hard that is? It's hard. He's not going to contend every freaking week. It's only one Tiger Woods. I don't know yet if I like him for Torrey. Rails me on 3-ball. I've had it with him. Your boy Mong. Good. Yes, Xander stinks. Never play him again. Can't win. Sucks. Can't play. Can't handle the pressure. Just never play him again. Yes. Go with that. I'm okay with that. You like him for Torrey. It depends. We'll see what happens. I heard announcers say about Xander, he does everything well but nothing great. Do you agree with that? No, that's asinine. When you're like top 20 in every strokes gained category, that means you're doing everything great. He does everything great. He's great off the tee. He's great with his irons. He's a great short game. He's a great putter. It's asinine. Don't listen. Watch the broadcast on mute. Just don't listen to anybody. Thanks, Dog. I appreciate that. Last week, you basically told us we are like cockroaches. You are. Simply not cut off for it. Exactly. He sucks. Can't play. Stinks. Never bet him. Never roster him. He's terrible. He's not mentally tough. Rahm contends every week too, though. Oh, is that right? When was the last time he played in a final group? I'll wait. Didn't Rahm just miss the cut when I bet him? Or finish, 40th? He missed the cut at Quail Hollow, and then he was like 50th. It's hard to do every week. Don't yell at me, but I don't think the TV cards will ever change your mind regardless of who wins, sadly. I understand what you're saying. You might be right about that. It's all about money and ratings and sponsorship, and yes. I'd like to find out, though. I'd like to find out if they're willing to make changes. And we're not going to get that for another 3 years now. Brendan Todd? No. I'm not ready for that. Not ready for that. He had COVID. I had Todd in the match play in the team event. No, I just go for it, man. Pick your own losers. I gave you my team. That's who I'm going with. I'll play Russell Knox instead of Brendan Todd. I don't even know what Todd's price is. He's 7,100. I like Johnny Vegas a little bit, but I didn't have to do that. Okay, good show, big guy. Good night. Good night, Steve. Not sure you should be saying, yeah, you're all like cockroaches. You're just saying. You know what? Show your face. I've been doing this shit for 3 years. I say what I want. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think the Brooks Bryson thing is so fake, getting cringy. I don't care. I don't care. Just use it on the field. Just go out there and play. Who cares? It doesn't matter. Calling somebody a cockroach is offensive? Come on. Lighten up. You're also going to regret the Coke Rat swap just because your brother also liked Coke Rat. Watch. That wasn't exactly the reason. It was just a gut feeling. You might be right. I don't sit here telling you guys that you're wrong about pick whoever the fuck you want. I don't care. How you hitting the wedges after your lesson? I haven't hit one. I don't know. Who's the best 6K guy? I kind of liked Adam Schenk. You're going to, yeah. Who are you, Mong? Identify yourself. Yeah, appreciate that. You love the show. All right, I'm leaving. I'm sweating. I can't do this anymore. All right, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, retweet, quote tweet, whatever. Thank you very much. Good luck to you this week. Nagels, what you play off. I don't know what that means. I mean, just English. Just write it in English. Oh, great question, Barry. I thought for sure. I even texted my brother on Monday. I said, there's no way Dad doesn't take Abe Answer, right? Like he had to. No, he took Patrick Reed. Stunned. I was over at my dad's yesterday for dinner, and I told him. I said, well, I told Kenny, I thought for sure you were going to take Abe Answer. He's like, who? No, I don't even know who he is. Never heard. I don't know. Who's Abe Answer? Exactly. It's a chump. All right. What you find? Handicap. Oh, handicap? I don't really have a handicap. I make a lot of sixes. But we're going to change that. We're going to turn those sixes into fives. That's the plan. All right? Because I found out I was holding the club wrong for 30 years. So now we're going to get that fixed. It's going to change the face of my game forever. All right, I really want to go now. All right? Start talking about my golf game. That's usually the end of the show. Good luck this week. Thank you very much. I'll see you next week, 8 o'clock, and have yourself a wonderful night. All right? All right. Bye, guys. Thank you. End broadcast. Yes.